produce it. This song actually started 3 years ago in a session with Oak Felder and the Orphanage and the songwriter Maya Kay. And we just spent a couple days talking and writing other songs together.
Mhm.
And she came to me one morning and she was like, I was thinking about the conversation we were having yesterday about kind of the circular kind of reasoning that you go into with anxiety. And I had this idea for this title, Gravedigger. And I don't know like where it goes or what form that takes, but I was like, oh my gosh, this is the first time really someone's brought me a concept based on a conversation um that wasn't just a word that's been cooking in my head. Like it felt like that word and the idea that you brought really captured a lot of things that I was feeling at that time. So we spent the whole day kind of hacking away at finding out what that meant and writing the rest of the lyrics for that hook. And then 3 years later, I kind of took an original demo, kept just part of that hook, and then rewrote all the verses and the bridge to kind of fit where my life was at. So it's a very long evolution of that song, but there's cool things about that too.
Absolutely.
Sure.
At what point in your album process, or was this post album, that you came back to this song and started reworking it?
It was post album because it was kind of just following me around. Like I think the songs that I over time feel the strongest about, kind of it's like a little forest creature that just doesn't stop like throwing pebbles at me
Yeah.
from the side of the path, Because songs, especially when you write a lot of them that you love, you'll remember how they feel in the moment, and
Mhm.
they'll just bring you so much joy. You'll be so excited, but then you make something new and that catches your attention, and then you're like, well, I'm living in the land of this song now, and I've kind of whatever that had, please disregard it. But then yeah, they kind of just chase you around, and Gravedigger was one of those where I was like, you know what, when I see a song like Shadow and how that's hitting people and how it's hitting me even 2 years after I wrote it, Gravedigger's just kind of a heavier, bigger version of that emotion. So I was like, what if we go back there? And I had to scratch the itch. So that's why I went back to it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Makes sense.